Siema, siema, witam was bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Sowanos. Dzisiaj sobie zagramy w Vampyra. Nie zapomnijcie zostawić łapy w górę, suba z dzwoneczkiem, aby być na bieżąco. Wbijajcie na Discorda, link w opisie. A my co, lecimy. Jeszcze wam wkrótce powiem, że nagrywałem odcinek, ale w trakcie nagrywki odcinka wydupiło mi grę, skraszowało mi grę i do tego OBS-a skraszowało i nie ma zapisanego zapisanego tego odcinka. Więc tutaj streszczę wam na szybko. Porozmawialiśmy z tymi typami. Wyszło, że ten gość kłamie, bo kogoś tam ukrywa, bo jakiś tu typ wlazł, tutaj jak to widać, i on ukrywa. Później poszliśmy tutaj. Tu jest ten typ, z którym porozmawialiśmy sobie trochę. Ale zanim zaczęliśmy rozmawiać, to on rozmawiał tu z jakąś typiarą, my to podsłuchiwaliśmy. I tak się skończyło, że jak weszliśmy, on wyciągnął krzyż, zaczął nas tym krzyżem tak jakby palić. I ten gościu, z nim porozmawialiśmy trochę, no i kazał nam wyjść. Dlatego poszłem tutaj. Bo fabularnie kazało nam iść na doki. Tu przy dokach w tej łódce tego typa sprawdziliśmy, bo z krwi został wypity i to ten, który wszedł do tego baru, co ten oszukał nas. I tu idziemy. Tutaj wybiłem jednego. Tu wybiłem dwóch. I tu bym mógł jeszcze jednego wybić. Ale ja naokoło se poszedłem tędy. I także grę i nagrywkę wydupiło, widzowie, w tym miejscu. Po tym jak przegrałem walkę z bossem. Bo to jest mini boss, widzowie.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Zdychaj, szumowino zajebana. Pij go. Pij szmatę. Dobrze. Pijemy, kurwę. Teraz napierdalamy go. Raz, dwa, trzy, aby się napić frajera. Dziękuję. Frajer zajebany. Idziemy teraz porozmawiać z tym chłopem. Tego już nie miałem ogólnie.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me. .
I to ta typiara, z którą tamten chyba
Remember,
rozmawiał.
certain scales are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
I spierdoliła. No trudno.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
No to idziemy garnąć próbeczkę, widzowie. Przecież on, ja go tam rozsypałem, to czemu on tu leży?
Creature can't be my
A, bo ona go tu rozsypała.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Dobra, to
Find a place
jedziemy
to
już.
analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
No to co, już jedziemy?
Then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
No. Tak. Bardzo zajebista. I tu tak naprawdę to się zaczyna przygoda Jonathana. Czy dywanie?
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
No, bardzo dobre. Będę z was zapierdalał. Jak
Here at
będziecie
Pembroke,
spali.
it's not what we have,
Jako wampir.
what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
No to... chyba idziemy, widzowie. Wczytywanie nagle jest. O. Chyba zapis był ogólnie. O ty kurwo. Zostaw go. Zajebałeś go. Ja bym cię zajebał, ale... Chyba tego nie zrobię, widzowie.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
To nie uprzejme.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Hipnotyzuj kło.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Uwolnij go.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Jedynie tym, co chcą mnie zabić, odbiorę.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Biegniemy. Z naszego zapisu, widzowie. O. Dobra. I myszka znowu obkręca się. O. Jesteśmy przy szpitalu Pembroke. O, to sobie porozmawiam z typiarą.
I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Mam parę pytań do pani. No?
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Kim jest Dr.
What
Swain?
kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Dopiero co go poznałem. Znam je
It's
lepiej.
right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
O,
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
nieźle. Jak się miewa?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
No, dobra. To wypierdalaj. Do roboty. A nie.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
No to idziemy na piętro, widzowie. Do gabinetu naszego. Myszka. Na pięterko. To jest nasze? Nie. To nie jest nasz pokój, gabinet. End floor. Dobra. Chyba tędy, do naszego pokoiku. Przepięknego, widzowie. To jest nasz pokoik, ale ja bym w sumie tu jeszcze zajrzał. Jest tu coś dla mnie do wzięcia? Tam jest serce. Dobra, czyli nic dla mnie. Doktor Reid, już jest tabliczka, widzowie,
This must be the
że on
place.
tu ma chatę.
It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
A masz coś ciekawego w
At least I
chacie,
won't be
typie?
sleeping in a coffin.
O, jest notatka. Jak chcecie, to przeczytajcie. O, szafeczka, bierzemy. Coś jeszcze tu dla mnie jest? Tu coś? Nie. A jednak. Ile szylingów, o kurwa, a to? Co to? Znowu notatka. Dobra. Tu jest szafka, tu jest to. Dobra, chyba musimy już wytwarzać to. No to badamy, widzowie. I to jest łagodne serum regeneracyjne. Natychmiast przywraca 300 punktów zdrowia, a po upływie 15 sekund dodatkowych 150 punktów. Nieźle.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Dobra.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
Niech skończy gadać.
I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
O, idziemy. Na łóżeczko. Jonathanem. W sumie ja bym ugryzienie. Zwiększa obrażenia zadawane w czasie walki przez ugryzienie. Zwiększa regenerację życia przy ugryzieniu w czasie walki. Krew straszliwie zwiększa absorpcję krwi przy ugryzieniu w czasie walki. To tak, mniej więcej zwiększa wydajność krwi. To sprawność fizyczna, podnieść poziom wytrzymałości, stan zdrowia. Dobra. Regresja. Ciskasz włócznię stworzoną z krwi, która może przeszyć stojących przed tobą przeciwników. Dobra, a to? Umiejętność umieszczasz chmurę cieni u swoich stóp lub u stóp wybranego przeciwnika. Po chwili chmura wybucha, zadając duże obrażenia. O kurwa. Ale w sumie na początek ja bym chyba w krew poszedł. Więcej krwi. Zdrowia. Wróć. No i chyba pragnienie krwi, by więcej krwi wyszedł z typów. Obrona. Kiedy stworzona przez ciebie bariera zniknie, nastąpi eksplozja dezorientująca przeciwników. Krzepkliwość. Zatrzymasz krew płynącą w żyłach wybranego przeciwnika, czyniąc go bezbronnym. O kurwa. To by było dobre. 600. I to chyba wezmę. I teraz tylko 400 mi zostało. Potwierdź. Da się zapisać?
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
Da się tu zapisać jakoś? Nie.
But what about my thirst for blood?
Powinienem na łóżku zapisywać. Ale się nie da. Resetuj, potwierdź. To co, to już tutaj jest zapis, widzowie? Chyba ta. Nocna zmiana. Sprawdź, kto przyszedł. Dobra, jeszcze z tobą porozmawiam. Pani Cray.
How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Ale żadnych środków odkażających? Nikt nie ma tu wstępu?
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics.
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Jeszcze mamy do porozmawiania. Parę komunikatów, a nie uciekać.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Uuu.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
Dobra.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Jeszcze tam miałaś parę tych,
Yes,
pamiętam,
doctor?
chyba. A, dobra.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane.
Czyli już nic. To wypierdalaj do roboty, a nie mi dupę tu zawracasz. Ja jeszcze się na łóżku położę. I to jest chyba zapis takie. Tak, kolejna noc to jest zapis, widzowie, dobra. To ja w tym momencie chyba bym zakończył, widzowie. No. Więc dzięki za to, że byliście. Grał z wami Sowanos. Cześć.